Hello everyone, welcome to VT Data Engineering channel. As part of this session, I am going to talk about few concepts on stream. So first concept that I am going to cover is types of streams. Snowflake offers three type of streams. One is a standard, append only, and insert only. Standard stream is also called as a delta stream. So it captures all changes on the database. Either it's inserts, updates, or deletes all changes that are committed to source database captures by standard stream. And it supports on tables, directory tables, or even views. And second stream that we have is append only. As it name name tells, append only captures only the inserts that happen to the source database. It doesn't capture either its delete or update. So let's say if 10 rows are inserted and 5 rows are deleted, since it's capturing only it- append only stream actually shows 10 rows because those 10 rows were inserted. And third stream we have is insert only. This particular stream is same like an append only. However, this is applicable only for external tables. So it doesn't support on any other tables. It supports only on external tables. So these are the three types of streams that we have and depends on the need. So we would use one of the streams. And another concept that we have here is stream columns. So as we already discussed in the previous video, whenever there is a stream created on the base table, apart from the base table columns, there will be like three additional columns will be appended to stream. So these are the three columns. One is metadata dollar action, metadata dollar is update, metadata dollar row id. Metadata dollar action, it captures insert and delete. So basically this column will hold two values, either it shows as insert or delete. Metadata dollar is update, it shows whether the record is updated or not. So it carries two values, either it's true or false. We will talk about with one example how these columns holds the data and how they get changed. And the third column we have is metadata row id. Metadata row id, actually it's a unique number and we cannot change this number, and this stays as long as row is available within the database. Basically, even the row gets updated, the metadata dollar row id will not change, it will remain same. I can demonstrate with this example how base table data and stream work together. So in version V1, when the table is created, we have one, when the table is created and inserted, we have one row, the column 1 and column 2, apple, and value is 5. And in the stream, this is how it shows. Since this row is inserted, so column 1 and column 2 along with these two columns, as we already discussed, these are metadata columns are added to the stream. First insert is showing as action is showing as insert, and is update because it's not updated column, the updated row, so that's why it's showing as false. And this is a unique id. And in the next version v2, there were two rows are inserted and the existing row apple is updated. In column 1 and column 2, first two rows orange and banana, so these two rows are inserted, so that's why they are showing as insert, and metadata is update is showing as false because these are insert only rows. And when it comes to apple, so the first value for apple was 5, we updated it to 9. So the first record, it marks as a delete and is update is true. So which means that this particular record was there before and it got updated. And the second row for the same record, apple, now the count is showing as 9 and action is insert and is update is true. So when you have insert and along with value true, it's not an actual insert. So it is not a new row. It is the existing row that got updated. And if you look at the row ID for the last two rows, it is the same because it's the same record that got updated. That's why the row ID remains same. And in the next transaction, so it's called v3. So in v3 transaction, what we did, we deleted the banana. So when banana row is deleted, it simply shows it's a delete and it's a false because it's a new delete. That's why it's showing as delete and false. This is how stream captures the data and updates these metadata columns accordingly. So based on our need, and we can capture these details and send it to downstream. And one last topic I just want to cover as part of this stream is offset. So stream actually doesn't carry or doesn't store any data, even though we can query data out of stream, but stream doesn't store any data. It only carries the offset. So that offset actually pointing to base table. So offset we can refer as if it's a bookmark in a book. So in a bookmark, you can remove and move it to other pages. So similarly, stream also can drop and recreate, and it moves, stream moves offset when the data actually retrieved from the stream. As you see in the picture, we can talk about a table versioning. So whenever there is a commit that happened because of a DDL statement, last thing that I want to cover is table versioning. A new table version is created whenever a transaction that includes one or more DDL statements is committed to the table. So this versioning applicable for standard tables, directory tables, external tables, even for underlying tables for a view. So as you see below, we have 10 versions of the table. So which means that there were 10 transactions were committed, and offset is resides between two versions of the table. So as you see here, offset S1 is between V3 and V4. So if we query the stream, so it would capture all the data after S1 S1's version. So that is from V4 till the current time. So that is a V10. So every time if you read the data, so the offset will move to next. So let's say even in this case, the offset is S at S1, and if we query the data, it's going to pull all the data from V4 to V10, and the offset will move right after V10, and it will read the data for the next commit. So that's how this offset will move along with the read. Okay, I hope these concepts make you understand more on streams. Thank you for watching.